Alright, so I've got my inventory cleared out. I've got quite a few caps here for the effort. Took a bit of time, so I'm glad had to have that sorted. Juggling the inventory is definitely a little bit of a headache. But I cleared out most of Ian's stuff that was overburdening him. I had to skip a few days so that the vendors restocked money, which they seem to do each morning, so I could get at least full caps for everything. It's made me realize that maybe I should have some points in the barter skill, potentially, because this seems to affect buying and selling prices, although I'm not really spending a lot of money, so whatever. And let's head out. Let's get on with this. So I do want to make my way to the glow at some point. It's supposed to be radioactive, but I have some meds with me. I guess we'll have to see how that turns out, but hopefully I'll be prepared. And on the way, we can stop at the boneyard here. This might be another pretty big area to explore and do a lot of talking to people. See what we can find out. You'd better put your weapons away while you're here. I haven't really noticed some of these exits are like red colored and some are green. So this takes me to... Oh, it takes me to another area. Interesting. So I guess I came in from over here. Red is world map, green is another local area. Welcome to Aditum, stranger. Watch yourself, we'll be watching you. Can I ask you a few questions? What do you do here? I'm one of the regulators. It's their job to keep the peace in Aditum and to protect the town. Our boss, Caleb, could tell you more. More about the boneyard? East of us are the followers. They are a bunch of peace nuts. East are the blade, a bunch of skags if you ask me. Away south of here is the cathedral where the children have their religious center. How can I get inside? Sorry, but we have to be careful of strangers here. Too dangerous. Maybe you can do some work for Zimmerman. They won't even let me in? What do you know about the children of the cathedral and followers of the apocalypse? They're both groups of nuts. The followers want everyone to be peaceful and happy. They don't realize that the world is too harsh for that. The children have some sort of god they worship in their cathedral to the south. They have a hospital, but they're a little too weird to be on the level. I'd like to enter. Zimmerman might have a use for you. Come inside, but remember he's watching. The signs of gang activity are evident in the partially rebuilt nightclub and tiny outposts here. A lot of heavily armed guards. You see a cheery man with close cropped hair. Hello, stranger. What can I do for you? What's your take on Aditum? Ain't a bad little town. Zimmerman's a fair man, maybe not the brightest guy, and of course we've got Miles, probably the only man in 100 miles who knows anything about science. Ooh. Cool. I'd like to do some trading. What do you got? Dynamite. Plastic explosives. How much are these? Fairly affordable. Can I ask you about the hub merchants? I do some trading with them from time to time. Mostly I sell bullets in exchange for food. Pleasure to meet you. I'm Tyne. Okay. What's up, Tyne? Got a little bit of info. What was... Let's see. Regulators. Blades. So this seems like a bit of a store. I'm gonna save here just in case. I have a feeling if I start poking around the shelves, he's not gonna be too happy. Let's get down to business. Oh, so if I interact with tables here, I get to barter, but back in Junktown, the guy just throws me in jail. Plasma grenades. 223 FMJ. So this is the rifle gun ammo. That's... Oh, I could just take this stuff? Wait a minute, really? That was weird. I don't know how I'm doing on ammo right now, actually. I think Ian's carrying all this stuff for us. Oh, we got quite a lot, so let's just leave it for now. I'd like to be using a sniper rifle, but my strength is still what it is. Okay, whoa. Okay. Considering the enemies always chase me around, almost seems more advantageous for Ian to have the best gun. He gets the opportunity to shoot, sadly. There's a door right here. Whoops. Yeah, these guards are pretty threatening. Looks like we got a few regular folks here. Work to do. I'd get back to the hub if I were you. Good day, what can I do for you? Can I ask you a few questions? Ask away. Where'd you get all your shop equipment? Why, any competent blacksmith can make his own anvil, of course. I really just sort of learned the craft by practice, but I made most of my own tools. What all do you make here? Mostly I make and repair tools and implements. I also fix things for the hub merchants. With the help of Miles the chemist, I reload bullets from time to time. Can he make guns and bullets? Building guns and making shells takes machining, and I just don't have the tools for that. But with the help of Miles, I can reload old brass since I can cast bullets. So this guy is a blacksmith, huh? Magnum ammo. Not much else. I didn't ask his name. Everyone just calls me Smitty. Okay. Actually, did I skip some options there? Oh, guess I screwed it. I could be spending some money on skill books, but the skill books I saw back at the library... Oh, hello. Assault rifle. That's worth a bit. As long as he doesn't object. The skill books that I've mostly come across are like first aid or repair and science. Stuff I have. Outdoorsman, like survival. And maybe gun skills, which is always useful. But you see Lorraine, a scav from Editum. Are you new here? Yeah, can you fill me in a little? What do you need to know? Info about the Boneyard. This used to be a big city called Los Angeles, but the bombs hit really hard. Now there's just the Angel's Boneyard. We Addy-towners are just trying to survive in the wreckage. Can you tell me more about Los Angeles? Lots of people lived here. From what I hear, the survivors hid in a big place called a vault. It came out years later. Some of them started the Regulators and then founded Editum, while the others formed the Blades. The Gunrunners aren't from here originally. I think there are only supposed to be 3 vaults, so I guess maybe the people from here came from Necropolis area? The vault in Necropolis? What's the deal with the Regulators? They keep the peace, control all the money coming in and out. The rest of the people here pretty much work for the Regulators, and that ain't the most forgiving job. Many of them don't ever see beyond the fence that surrounds this place. Thanks for the warning. Can you tell me about the other residents of Editum? Yeah, I think we've heard about all these people. How about Zimmerman? Watches over our town. He makes sure that everyone gets fed and that everybody has a job to do. Caleb is the leader of the Regulators. It's his job to protect Editum. Seems to enjoy it a little more than he should. Miles, our resident chemist, makes bullets. Also built the water distiller that makes sure we get clean water from the well. He's working on an underground farm right now, but he's missing some parts. Tyne runs the shop. It's in the bunker near the gate. He trades with the hub. Smitty is a tinker of sorts. He's good at repair work. He casts bullets and fixes broken stuff around town. What do you do for a living? I'm a scav. I work with Samael to collect stuff from the ruins. Ooh. The Necropolis ruins? Why doesn't everyone here do that? Well, you got the Death Claws out there, plus the Regulators. Wait, Death Claws, so it's not the Necropolis then. Plus the regulars take a percentage off the top, plus some for protection here. Guess people don't have the upfront cash or the guts to stare a Deathclaw in the eye. How many scavs are there? Half dozen of us. Samael was the first, and he's still the best. Oh, I keep killing this conversation. I guess that's about it. Dark-skinned man adorned with bright scarves and trinkets. Hello, stranger. Just looking around, thanks. What do you think of our town? You've done remarkably well considering the hostile circumstances. Thank you. It has been difficult. We lose people to the Deathclaws sometimes, and winters can be hard, especially when the hub traders don't come. But we are surviving. What is going on with the Deathclaws? They infest an area northeast from here, and can often take the lives of people given the task of trading with the gun runners. Hopefully you'll find a solution. Good journeys. Sounds like maybe a couple of things. Underground farm and Deathclaw calling. That might be able to do. May I ask what you do around here? I'm a farmer. I also like to do a little bit of work on the buildings, restoring them and keeping them intact. Sometimes I give advice. What kind of advice? Chuck pulls out a set of tarot cards. Let me consult the cards. Chuck shuffles the cards. He pulls out a card with a picture of a man with a vibroblade and a flag. The Prince of Swords in the north. You must face a powerful foe far to the north. It seems accurate. Thanks for the advice. So I guess that would be a lead on location of the mutants if we hadn't already sort of explored around to find them or find whatever the location is up in the northwest. Oh, he pulls out a different card. Picture of a radio tower. And of a man in a suit with a scepter. The tower and the emperor. Great change awaits by the hands of a powerful leader. Whether that change is death, I cannot tell. Do you actually believe in this stuff? It works for me. If you don't believe, then it's not for you. No offense, but it sounds like a load of superstition. If that is how you feel, then I suppose we have nothing more to discuss. Aw. That's unfortunate. No more tarot. Considering it seemed to actually be accurate, might have shed a little bit of light, cryptic light, but a little bit of more light on things. Hey, I don't believe we've met. Who are you? I'm Stray. Pleasure's mine. I'm called Samael. Okay. I think we know what this guy does here, but let's ask him anyway. I'm a scavenger. My job is to search out all of the boneyard for useful items and information. Dangerous work. How do you avoid the death claws? We only work at night, and we're good at what we do, but I'll admit not everyone always comes back. I sent a guy out last week to look for some parts for Miles, and we haven't heard from him. The last transmission I got was that he'd found the parts and was on his way back. Okay. A little bit of a lead on the parts for the farm. So are death claws less active at night then, maybe? Why is it dangerous? Well, we've got the death claws out there, and then you got the regulators back here. Both ain't the most forgiving. Have you scouted out any other areas? I've done a little scouting. What do you want to know? The blades. Pretty sorry sight for a group of people. They get by though, and some of them end up here, and I'd eat them if they agree to what the regulators offer them. The gunrunners moved into a big factory up to the northeast not long ago. So I think the Deathclaws were also northeast, or north something. Can't tell you much because they have a moat filled with radioactive sludge. And you got to get through the Deathclaws to get there. Okay, yep. Sounds like a destination. The followers preach peace and tolerance. Nice idea, but impractical. They live in a big library to the northwest. Libraries are useful. Children of the Cathedral are based out of a big church a ways to the south. Some strange things going on there. I've seen creatures that can't be human coming in and out. Ooh, do they have connections to the mutants? Oops. And if the stories are right, the church is built over an old vault. Oh, there's another vault. There is. That data disk only mentioned 3, but sure. Yeah, the vault that Aditum's predecessors lived in. Yeah, this is a pretty big city area too. Lots of places to go check out and people to talk to. As much as you try, you cannot think of a way of moving this well to the vault. Should need to with the water chip. Ah, I don't believe we've met. I'm Miles. What can I do for you? That smock make you look like a scientist. What are you studying? I'm a chemist. Mostly I make primer and powder so that we can reuse the brass casings from bullets. But I also dabble with some other chemicals. Where do you get the sulfur, potassium nitrate, and other chemicals? It's unusual to find someone who can appreciate chemistry. But to answer your question, some of the materials we get from hub merchants, others I manufacture or just find in the area. For instance, the dung heaps from the Brahmin are a good source, as well as some of the strains of fungus that I cultivate. What other chemicals do you work with? I'm trying to get some strong acids so that Smitty can use them for etching. I also have been trying to make some permanent dyes and inks, but without access to natural inks, it's difficult. The hub town merchants make a profit off you in the town. Yes, well, we have to make a living. Since the hydroponic farms aren't functioning, we have to buy food from the merchants, and bullets are the only thing we have to sell. So that could free them of at least one burden if we could make them self-sufficient. I could try to get the parts to fix the farms. Really? That would be wonderful. We're just missing a few parts, but I'm sure that if you could scrounge up the right pieces, we could be self-sufficient. Samael might be able to give you some help. Have you found the parts yet? Nope. Let's see if this guy has anything interesting. Definitely not. Let's see if we actually got like a quest entry for that. Fix the hydroponic farms, yeah. Another basement. Mushrooms. Ah, these are the farms, obviously, I guess. This table planter has been filled with dung, and mushrooms are happily growing. Doesn't look like much else down here. Doesn't look like Samael actually has anything more to add to that. Guess we already got the info about his man they sent out who didn't return, who said he found the parts, etc. Not sure I went in here. Ooh, what is this? I wonder if this is Caleb or civilian clothing. Maybe this is the leader guy. What do you want? Who are you? Ah, John Zimmerman, mayor of Editum. Your guards said you had a job for me. I might. Have you ever dealt with a vicious murdering band of thieves? What is it out here? Is there any place in the wasteland that doesn't have a gang problem? You've dealt with gangs before then? You could say that. Then you know how ruthless and bloodthirsty they can be. The Blades are the worst of them, I'm afraid. We're a humble, God-fearing town that is only trying to survive, and these monsters prey on us and our children. What do you mean, prey on you? The regulators keep them from attacking us outright, but it's all they can do to keep our little community safe. They try to sneak in at night to kill our citizens, or to kidnap our children. Just last week, one of them burst through the north gate in the middle of the night with dynamite strapped to his body to blow up the barracks. No doubt weaken us enough so that they could launch a full-scale attack. That sounds a bit extreme, doesn't it? I'll give you 2,000 caps to kill their leader. You seem to have... Let's just ask why the leader. Why just the leader? They'll fall apart without her. Her vile influence. Okay, now I'm stuck having to respond to this. Let's see. I mean, the regulators don't exactly sound like a stand-up bunch. But I could always take it and presumably change my mind. Sounds like a fun girl. She had my son kidnapped, tortured, and killed. They left him impaled on a post right outside the gates. Let's try to collect some more information, find out what's really going on here. I don't think I want the job. I mean, who would? Ooh. Doctor's bag, skill book, other med kit, backpack and bag. I'm not sure those weigh anything, so let's just take them. Oh, the backpack does weigh. Or wait, is there something in here? No, so the backpack weighs 5 pounds by itself. Nothing in either of those. I don't think these bags really sell for anything, but hold them for now and ditch them later. Pretty constrained on weight, carry weight. I guess this is just like the mayor's bunker or something. JDA, is that what that says? JDA rules. You see a man, he quickly stares intensely into your eyes and then away. Why are you talking to me? They'll hear you, you know. Why are you so jumpy? I'm not jumpy, just careful. They all say I'm paranoid, but I'm the one that's going to be here when they come to get us. Who's coming to get you? Nothing you can do will help now. Who are you? I'm Greg. But don't let anyone else know, or they'll come find me. You certainly are paranoid. I'll talk to you later. If these are the blades, they certainly don't seem, at least the people out here don't seem very threatening. They would seem really disheveled and area to the left and the right. Out of town to the north. See a strong, stout man with a bushy beard. Hello, lad. What might you be looking for today? Who are you? I'm McCrae. I help the Blades some against the Deathclaws and that regulator bunch. Teach them a bit about protecting themselves. What kind of stuff do you teach them? Well, my specialty is fighting with my fists and taking a punch or two more than the guy throwing them. Do you think you could teach me anything? You seem to be an alright lad, but me time's busy with keeping the Blades schooled. If things were to straighten themselves, I might be having the time then. Wonder if we could get some unarmed training or something. What can you tell me about the Blades? A good group of people is what the Blades are, stuck here between the damn regulators and the Deathclaws. Ain't meant the happiest life for 'em, but they survive. Alright, so we hear a different story. See a very beautiful young woman. Can I help you? Who are you? My name is Christine. I live here with my husband, Michael, who is in charge. Razor keeps track of most things with the Blades and helps us organize ourselves. Can you tell me about the area? Michael and I just moved here, so I haven't seen much. I've heard about a large church to the south. Something else I should know? What? CDE DBD ducks. MR not ducks? OSMR CDE DBD wings. What? Something to remember maybe. No idea what that means yet. I don't think I've seen you around here before. Can I help you? Who are you? I'm Michael. My wife Christine and I live here as Blades and help with what we can. Can you tell me a little bit about the Boneyard? We've got Editum to the south. To the northeast, you'll find the Gunrunners, but you'll have to get through the Deathclaws to get to them. To the west is the Followers of the Apocalypse, and to the far south, I've heard there is some kind of church. I don't think I saw a southern exit from Editum. Maybe I missed that. Why do you all live here? It's not as bad as it seems. The regulators and the Deathclaws can cause problems, but our leader Razor has helped us a great deal over the past months, and more recently McCrae has been showing us how to protect ourselves better. Okay, they seem a little worse for wear, but they're pretty friendly. Oh, this guy has a name. Duggan, Craver of Nuka-Cola. What do you do around here? I pontificate on life a lot and help the Blades understand the true meaning of Nuka-Cola. What's so good about Nuka-Cola? It is the stuff of life. Well, actually, if I don't drink it on an hourly basis, I get a splitting headache. How much of that stuff do you drink? 5 liters a day. Is that all? That doesn't seem to help anyone that much. So, can I ask you something else? Interesting. Got tons of people around here. Let's see. Some throwing knives. Just wantonly steal from them. Ugh, Ian, get out of the door, man. Please. Please. Ugh. That's so annoying. Guess this is probably Razor over here. Oh, this is the their leader that Zimmerman was talking about, I suppose. Oh no. NPC and Dogmeat staring each other down in the doorway. Run. Get through.